Survivor 43 has officially come to a close, and joining me now is fourth place finisher Jesse, my personal pick from the season. Super excited to get to talk with you. Jesse, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was a wild night last night, and I'm processing everything.
Hey, I get that. It's probably a long healing journey there, I'd have to assume, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's so amazing to be in the finale, but I going in, I know how it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, there is this emotional aspect to it, but I got to watch it with my wife, and it was amazing. It was
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah, absolutely. All right, let's start with this. So we have to talk about your relationship with Cody and, of course, your big move. So what did it mean to you to be so closely aligned with Cody throughout the entire season and then ultimately be the one to take him out?
Yeah, I mean, me and Cody, we were from day one's right or we coined the term "ride or die" before Gabler took it and our lines "ride or die." And Cody had been talking about taking me to the end, like we're gonna ride this all the way to the end together. But I've watched enough seasons, and I've seen JT and Fishback, I've seen Dom and Wendell, and I didn't want to put myself in a position where me and Cody are at the end and we're tripping over each other, right? Like we're trying to like take credit for the moves that we made, and he had voted the exact same way that I did the entire time. And he had a lot of charisma, right? He's the elevator salesperson. I did not want to go to the end with him. I think that my game plan was, if I somehow make it to the end, if I somehow win at fire, win Final Four immunity, I don't want any questions asked. And having Cody next to me there, it would have left a lot of questions to be asked. So I had to do what I had to do.
So you had to take him out. Hey, I get that. I feel like that makes complete sense. And I think that people at home really understood that as well. So I have to know, what viewers may not always realize is that you guys go to this area called Ponderosa once you're voted out. So once you arrived at Ponderosa, what was that conversation with Cody like?
You know what? It was surprisingly easy.
Okay.
Cody immediately gave me a hug. We shook hands again. This time, I think there might have been less of a pause than during tribal, but there was still a pause. But I think as soon as what he's told me, as soon as he saw Janine's idol come out of my pocket, it all sort of made sense to him, and he's like, you had to do what you had to do, and
Hmm.
I respect it. So there was no bad blood, and I love Cody, and we're still good friends.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so you had two really big tribals. You made two really big moves with saving Owen, getting out Cody, and then saving yourself with Janine's idol that people didn't know you had. So that was followed then by probably the most heartbreaking part of the season, which was watching you unfortunately lose that fire making. So let's go back in time to that day. Walk me through the fire making and then just that immediate feeling you had after.
After the fire making,
Yeah.
oh man, I was gutted. Like the whole game, I had put 100% into it. I had put my heart into it. I had put 100% of my mind into it. Um, there were nights where like I was not sleeping. Most nights, honestly, I was like creating a checklist for the next day of like, I need to talk to this person and say this thing. I need to talk to this person and say this thing. I was just all zoned in on like, once I get to the end, I have a resume. I played this amazing game,
Hmm.
and to watch it go up in literal flames, it was tough. It was hard, and the first thing that comes to my mind, and I said it in final trial, not in final. God, if it was fun. I said it in that last tribal. Was first thing that comes to my mind is my kids.
Hmm.
It's like it's hard.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's a the real stakes. There were real stakes in that
Hmm.
game.
Hmm. So, okay, I think something that a lot of people feel like maybe they already have the answer to, but I'm curious to hear from you. If you would have made it to final tribal council, do you think that you would have won?
I think I would have won based on the jury's reactions in the episode, and just based on the conversations I've had. I feel like I would have swept it. So
Yeah. Hey,
bittersweet. The whole experience has been bittersweet because I knew how it ended, and I knew what could have happened.
Now, okay, I'm curious because I think a lot of people at home are kind of shocked maybe that the jury was so in favor of Gabler. So briefly tell me, why did you vote for Gabler in the end?
Yeah, so I only had, I had the least amount of time to process everybody's game, because I had just gone out of fire. I had like 24 hours to think about Cass and Gabler and Owen's game, right?
Hmm.
Because the whole game, I'm thinking about mine. I'm thinking about how I'm going to get to the end. I'm not thinking about them.
Right.
But I think that I asked the final three. I asked them like, when is the time that you persuaded people? And Gabler gave the answer of Ellie, and Cass gave the answer. She gave the answer of Ryan's vote, and me and Cody, I don't know if they showed it in the Ryan episode.
Hmm.
Me and Cody had settled on the fact that if James goes, then Ryan goes,
Hmm.
and that is the only scenario in which Cass makes it through. And so her saying, giving me that answer as the time that she persuaded people, I think that dissuaded me from voting for her because it showed a sort of lack of awareness and lack of agency. And so Gabler had the Ellie vote under his belt. And then also during the Cody vote, I had told Cass and I had told Owen that I had Cody's idol in my bag, but I did not tell Gabler that. All I told Gabler was I was like, Gabler, we have to take Cody out. I know you love this ride or die alliance, but if Cody gets to the end, he might take it from us.
Hmm.
And Gabler, you know what? I'm all in. I don't care if Cody plays his idol. This is the move that I have to make. I'm trying to win the game. I'm not trying to get second or third. And
Hmm.
that stuck with me. That stuck with me.
Yeah, that's really interesting. All right. Well, I think something that people are dying to know this morning is if the offer was ever presented, would you return to the game of Survivor?
Only if they put me on the Heroes Tribe. That's it. I'm a hero, not a villain.
All right, if that's what we're gonna call it, I'll go with that. No, but genuinely, I think a lot of people would love to see you. Now, something else, this is my final question for you. So you spoke super highly of your family the entire time on the island. Did your wife and kids have the opportunity to watch the season? And if so, what did they think about it?
Oh yeah, no, we watched it every single week. We watched it with the crowd, and my kids were soaking it up. We went to Disneyland these past 3 days, and my son jumps in every photo op. And he screams, "Get that money, baby!" So my family is soaking this up. It's incredible.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, Jesse, tell me if people are interested in following you on social media to continue following you in your journey, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter, Jesse_L_Lopez, or Instagram with the same handle. So
All right. Well, thank you so much. Congrats on a great season. You are an excellent player, and we hope to see you again in the future.
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Take care.